Get over here!
Okay, this is where things start getting a little scary. So, welcome to floor 7 of the ruins, everybody.
Yeah, we've gone to the... So is each of these, really, we're going down underground each time more and more?
That's a good question, actually, because,
what are the floors?
Are these floors, or are we just going deeper into the ruins? For all we know, this could be, separate rooms. But yeah, quite an interesting setup we got going on here. So what do we got? We got Demon Surge, we got Crimson Eye, Evil Eye. Let me actually see what the difference between Evil Eye and Crimson Eye is. Okay, not much of a difference. It's just Crimson Eye is more powerful. Yeah, and I think our game here is just to plant Vanessa over here.
Yeah.
And go from there. And I think I know how I can do this, as a matter of fact. That's quite a bit of power, though, that's coming at her.
If she gets hit, we can heal her. And then we'll still have one less Gorgon to worry about. Because at the most, I think only 2, maybe, people are going to be able to hit her.
Let me actually check how Glenn does.
I feel like Glenn's going to be even worse.
Yeah, he is. But that's where you come in. Well, you. Yeah, I'm only a bit scared about how she's going to fare with Crimson Eye and Evil Eye coming at her.
What does Mur do against the Gorgon?
Not terrible. She could potentially just tank it and have them come to us.
Yeah, how many more Dragonstone uses do we have?
14.
Okay.
So we gotta be sparing with her, but I brought her because, she is our kind of, get-out-of-jail-free card.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe we can run into a Hammern at some point, but, In the meantime, though, actually, okay, so I'm actually gonna start up here. So first, let me actually check what... Last I checked, we were, looking at all the weapons and everything in this, in the latest episode, and, none of these guys necessarily have anything, super crazy.
I'd like to get rid of stones sooner than later, but yeah.
Which we're going to do, starting with this.
Cool, so Barrier is going to help Garrick survive.
Mm-hmm. And as long as Garrick can take this guy, can take out that stone, it is a 30% chance. Is there any way he can take... No, there's no way he can take her out in one shot.
Yeah.
I have a plan.
Okay. I mean, we got Tethys there to...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think this is our best bet?
I think so.
Good.
Yeah.
That's all I needed. That is all I needed. And actually, could Tethys, basically just go up and have him go up and take these guys out?
Yeah.
Why not? Let's expedite this.
Yeah, the sooner Garrick can clean that up, the sooner we can have people go help the rest of the crew.
Mm-hmm. Damn, even with Demon Surge, that's quite a bit of power.
Do we want to have her come to us, then?
I would say so. Even if she attacks Tethys, Tethys is a bit of a dodge tank.
Yeah.
And I think her resistance is actually higher than Garrick's. It is.
It looks like they're equal currently.
They are equal, but if that equality equates to 22 damage, she's gonna survive that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think our best bet right now is to let them come to us.
Alright, get Ephraim up there and... yeah.
Yeah, again, our biggest issue is, having to deal with, so many of these all at once. I'm willing to spend Navaldi here.
Okay, yeah. I mean, this is, the last thing we're doing in the playthrough, so any use of mythic items is worth it.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, What if we shift gears and go after these guys instead?
We could do that. I think worth.
Yes.
Because Natasha could heal if Vanessa gets hit.
Mm-hmm.
These long spell animations are killer. When you...
I mean, hey, it was the GBA. Like, they wanted to show off a bit. Which I can understand to a certain degree.
I don't even think it's bad. It's just when you're waiting to see if it hits or not. It's like,
I know, right? So, yeah, what we can do here is maybe we can have Natasha wait here with a lightning spell. Draw her in. And then we can take them out from there.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Yeah, Myrrh will save as our beat stick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Garrick can just hang out there.
Meanwhile, these guys.
Oh, it's a stone.
It is a stone.
Thimble enter?
I have a better idea, actually. Let's have them come. Let's have her come to us. She's going to try and use that stone, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we have Inez there with a longbow,
yeah,
and he dodges, that's prime opportunity for us to counterattack.
Okay, that skeleton doesn't have a longbow, does he?
He does not.
Alright, what about the one above him?
Also
Okay.
does not. Yeah, we're pretty safe here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we're gonna plant Inez here with the longbow, and we're just gonna have to hope for the best at this point.
Cool.
Everyone else on standby.
Yeah, Glenn just can be wherever.
All right, here we go.
If I weren't just excited about using him for being a new character, I'd have said we shouldn't have brought Glenn.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I was actually looking at some of our other units. We don't have a lot of options here for dealing with this set of monsters.
Yeah, I mean, we do have probably the best magic resist group we can muster.
Yeah. We don't run into this situation often. Like, this is why, like, you know, fantasy, like, realms and everything will have, like, a magic core, is for situations exactly like this, where it's like, oh yeah, you're dealing with an army of knights who have, like, these crazy powerful, like, spells and everything. And it's like, oh, okay, well then, or not crazy powerful, but crazy powerful defense and whatnot, and, like, they're immune to arrows, and they, like, can deal with swords. Okay, get someone out there and cast Fireball.
Or alternatively, you have Lord of the Rings where, like, there's, like, 5 wizards in the world, so as soon as, like, something starts doing magic, everybody else is like, oh, holy crap!
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
god, what do we do?
Yeah, that's the thing, is, like, you got one of two scenarios a lot of the time when it comes to, like, dealing with magic. It's either a huge deal where it's like, oh yeah, like, this is something that we have to, like, really pay attention about. Or it's so, like, commonplace where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, this is just a thing that exists in this world. We deal with it.
Yeah, like in Fire Emblem, like, magic is an expected thing. Like, not everybody on the street is going to have it, but, like, you know mages exist.
Mm-hmm. It makes you wonder, actually, like, how powerful is magic compared to, like, martial combat, and to the point where it's like, oh, like, what would you rather you study? Because I remember we were having this conversation in during the Path of Radiance playthrough, right?
Yeah.
The character Reese wanted to become a knight, but he was, like, too sickly to be able to, like, pull it off, like, properly. So he's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and, like, I'll be a healer instead. That's something more I can do.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, learning magic from a tome doesn't seem necessarily easy. Like, Soren had a tutor.
He did.
Who we never meet, but we know that, like, he had... Like, finding somebody to teach you Intellius to, like... Either you're born naturally gifted with it, or you find one of the few people who can really show it to you, or both. I mean, I think, like, Benyon and, like, the countries probably have, like you said, kind of, like, magic cores, where they're all showing each other, but without having access to that by being part of some country's military, I think it would be hard for somebody like Soren. Like, Soren kind of lucked out finding a magic teacher. And Soren is branded, so he had a natural gift for it. But, like, Tormod, nobody's teaching Tormod how to use it. He's just, like, figuring it out.
One character that I actually think emphasizes that whole idea of, like, you know, just, like, how is magic, like, treated in terms of, like, how I just realized I made a huge mistake. Apparently going there meant that Glenn's now in the line of fire. I didn't realize this.
Well, I mean, it looked like Glenn could survive one.
That's fair, actually. So
we just didn't want to bring him out because he couldn't survive two. But he can survive one.
Yeah, either way, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to turn these guys around and maybe, like, focus my efforts on trying to clear this area, because that's the boss right there.
Yeah.
And, like, we'll see how far we go from there. And there's a chest up here that I want to grab, so
yeah,
I think we can, like, turn these guys around and have them join these guys.
I think that's a good idea, strength in numbers. But it seems like as far as, like, combat, like, military advantage, it's not so much that, like, having people who know magic is better than having people who are strong and can use a weapon. It's just, like, a different kind of a different kind of trained unit. But, like,
yeah, and as you mentioned that, yeah, like, it's reminded that, like, Fire Emblem has tackled that indirectly a few times. I was about to mention one character that kind of brings that up is Merrick. From Shadow Dragon, because, like, Merrick's whole thing is, like, you know, learning magic so that he can better assist Marth. But like, by the end of the game, he's kind of become, like, a scholar of magic to the point where he's teaching others the craft, and eventually he becomes, like, so powerful in it that he essentially becomes a legend.
Come on, Glenn. Nice.
Nice dodge, Glenn! Huh.
All according to plan.
Okay, Glenn.
I mean, not really.
Well, okay. He's kind of proving that he is a general of Grado for a reason.
Yeah. Now, if you get, like, some of the crazier fantasy series, like,
Oh, reinforcements. Nice.
In the, Tales of Earthsea, book series, doing magic is kind of just akin to knowing a language.
Oh, okay.
So, like, all people and all things have, you know, what we call them in the common tongue, but then also have their true name. So if you know something's true name, you have power over it, which is why you never tell another, when you're born, you get a true name and you get, you know, your moniker that you use. And you never want to tell anybody your true name, because then they can magically control you.
Okay, yeah.
So you would only tell it to somebody you absolutely trust.
That's like Fae theory, right?
Yeah.
If I recall correctly. As a matter of fact, that kind of reminds me of how it works in Skyrim, where like not only do they have a magic system like for the mortals themselves, and like they've developed like magical spells like fire, and they can like there's a whole school. There's a whole side quest or plot quest involving the School of Magic.
But separate from that.
But separate from that is the language of the dragons, which is basically power itself.
Yeah, so Fusro-Da is just a phrase in Dragon, and when you say it, it naturally makes a wave of force in front of you.
Like, it essentially basically translates to unrelenting force.
Yeah, two dragons arguing to us looks like a massive battle of the elements.
And yeah, which is pretty awesome when you think about it, and holy crap, Glenn. If it wasn't for that 6% crit, I might go for this.
Yeah.
But I am not, so...
You could have Glenn finish off the Gorgon there.
I was actually gonna say, like, if the Gorgon can if he can actually dodge the Gorgon's attack and actually, like,
If he could just land an attack.
That's true. The silver sword he should be able to.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job, Glenn.
I was gonna say if not, have Inez shoot him again.
Yeah. It's just a matter of whether Glenn turns to stone or not.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the thing that concerns me a bit.
That wouldn't be ideal, but...
No, it would not. 23-46, yeah. Look at our Tur and Luke up here working together like the old days.
Like, I would say Fire Emblem is a pretty... Most of the Fire Emblem games, I'd say, are pretty high magic settings.
Yeah, so, like... Yeah, like we said, magic is kind of, like, commonplace enough that they don't treat it as, like, something that is like, oh, you know magic, so you are therefore dangerous type of thing, you know?
Yeah. Because that's the other thing, too, is, like, most people require a tome to read from to do magic.
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't have a tome, they can't hurt you. The same way in D&D, most spells require an arcane focus or something. You can take away a wizard's arcane focus or their familiar or whatever, and then they can't cast.
Speaking of book series, actually, there is one series that I think has a really, really cool take on the magic system. I don't know if you've ever been into the Dresden Files.
Heard of it, I don't know very much.
I gotta remind myself of it, but, like, the Dresden Files has a very heavy emphasis on how magic behaves in the physical aspect. That's why, like, a lot of, like, promotional material of the Dresden Files, you see, like, spellcasters with, like, runic pages, or, like, you know, you see, like, runes manifesting around, like, their spells and whatnot. Like, it's kind of similar to how, it's kind of similar to how, what do you call it? The Owl House. The Owl House has a fantastic magic system built into it. Not exactly the same, mind you, obviously, but in a similar kind of, like, vein.
I like how it has, like, the 9... like schools of magic, which aren't inherent to magic itself, but it's something that was put into place at some point in history.
Yeah, I really dig how they handled it, where it's like, oh, hello, you jerk.
Oh, that's a little bit of a problem.
I mean, thankfully Glenn's not in any danger there.
She doesn't have any, like, higher range spells, does she?
No, it's just Stone and Demon Surge.
I mean...
And only Stone can reach.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
That red is Stone's range.
Okay.
Also, yay! Reinforcements!
Yeah, I think we should just make that other mogul... Oh, they're popping up...
They're popping up. They're popping up quite a few. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Some of these guys spawn with Shadow Shot.
Yeah, that cannot stand.
Okay, well, thankfully it seems like only this one has Shadow Shot. So Ephraim, please murder him. Please murder this one. I am not dealing with that crap. And I think what I can do here is I can replenish the barrier on Garrick, and he can move in and deal with both this Gorgon and that Mogul.
Okay.
How far can you reach? Not far. Okay. Yeah, I think we got a good plan here. Yeah, I'm really glad I brought Mulder with that barrier staff.
Yeah, I'd say for, like... Especially for how quickly and efficiently it explains its magic system, the Owl House has, like, one of the most elegantly simple but complete magic systems. For a show that's not, like, really gonna get into it too much. I like the whole... witchlings and demons have an organ that allows them to do magic. So in, like, the second episode or whatever, when she's like, do you know where magic comes from? And Lou says, from the heart? Yeah, very good. More specifically, this little sack that hangs off the heart that's full of pus. That pus can be converted into magic. And then, like, Luce can't do magic because she's not from that world. But then she can use glyphs, which are drawing off the power of the island they're on, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
Because the island they're on is a fallen titan.
Really, really cool explanation, that one, actually. What's your movement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm just gonna have that spider come to us.
Okay.
I ain't taking chances here. So, like, can you move, pal?
Nope. Yeah, you might just have to...
Oh!
That looks good to me.
Yeah, I'm willing to take this.
Yeah. And with the crit, too.
Inez!
Saving the longbow.
Heck yeah!
That's smart.
That's what I'm talking about, Inez! Did you expect anything less from me? Maybe. Maybe. But you know what? We'll take it. I am happy with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Glenn's just gonna have to, like, literally stand there doing nothing for a little while.
Yeah, I just hope we don't get...
He's stuck.
I hope we don't get too many reinforcements from those stairs there. We're gonna have to try and get the party together soon.
I'm actually gonna move you over here, because if there's one character I don't want getting stoned, it's Arthur. Thankfully, I don't think any reinforcements are gonna come over this way, so as long as we handle these stairs, we should be fine.
You know what one of my favorite magic systems is, though?
Yeah?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, no,
I mean, to them
whole...
it's not magic, it's alchemy, but...
Yeah, but the whole alchemy system in Full Metal Alchemist is really, really well executed. Nice, Vanessa.
They don't explain it in Brotherhood as well as they explain it in
the original?
In the original anime or in the manga, because I think they just didn't want to, like, retread ground too much with Brotherhood. They wanted to get to the stuff that they hadn't animated yet.
I can understand that, yeah.
You're just gonna do stacks of stone? Yeah.
I'm okay with this! Wait a second, do you... Wait a second, does that replenish the stone charges?
I think it replenishes it back to 3.
Okay.
3 turns.
I mean, it's not the biggest loss.
It'll make her
Damn,
use up her
Garrick.
charges.
Well, here's the thing, a stone is infinite.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. Hijo de tu madre.
Yeah, this is a little what I was afraid of.
Still, no, like, only one mogul shows up there, and that's, that's fine. But yeah, if I recall correctly, stone is not infinite!
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm okay with this!
Yeah, so if she wastes 3 more stones on the same guy...
Yeah, I am fine with that. What do you got? Crimson Eye.
You know, they make drops for that. Crimson Eye ruining your day. What was it Ben Stein was always in the commercials for?
Oh, good question.
It was for some kind of eye drops.
Yeah. Ben Stein was in a few things, mind you.
My favorite thing Ben Stein was ever in was he was on a game show called Steal Ben Stein's Money, where he would put up, like, a certain amount of money at the beginning of the game. So, like, the prize money was, like, $1,000 that, like, Ben Stein put up.
Yeah.
And there would be 3 contestants. It was trivia questions. There would be 3 contestants, and at the end of the first round, the contestant with the least number of points got eliminated. But then Ben Stein came in and took his place. And Ben Stein knows a lot of trivia, so then he started answering the questions to win back his own money.
I've never seen that. That's funny. Alright, yeah, this'll work. If he gets hurt, then that's where Mulder comes in. Well, at least we got dodge tanks.
Yep.
I'm okay with this.
Ephraim's doing a good job.
Mm-hmm. You know, for the heck of it, why not? Let's keep getting you those experience points.
Yeah.
I am determined to get Mulder to at least a class promotion by the end of this. He frankly deserves it at this point.
What level is he at now?
I think he's at 17. 16 or 17.
We should start having him carry a Master Seal or a...
I thought about it for this chapter, as a matter of fact. I just didn't do it because, like, I don't think we're going to get up to 20 here.
Yeah.
We could technically just use it now, so that he has the capabilities of attacking.
We can use the Mage Ring whenever we want.
But at the same time, it's like, you know, we're pretty much dedicated to the whole idea of waiting until the very end.
There might be another guy to their left.
No.
Nope, okay.
I'm willing to go forward here,
yeah,
so that we can finish him off so we can deal with that Gorgon.
I think that's a good idea. Toxic Lance. Toxin Lance.
Yeah, I'd say that's a worthwhile one.
Yeah.
Come on, Vanessa. Heck yeah. See,
now you crit.
Okay, yeah. Well, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah, didn't get hit, so can't be mad.
Yeah, this guy's holding an Axe Reaver. But I don't want to put Loot in the line of fire. Loot's defense is not the greatest. She could theoretically just go up there, but there's still a lot of crap going on here,
yeah.
So I'm gonna hold off for now.
Yeah, wait until Garrick can catch up and...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's just going to keep using Stone on Glenn. I'm okay with this.
It's just like without anything else to do, like the computer thinks it needs to do something.
Mm-hmm. Which I suppose for like the AI of monsters, like that can be like, you know,
yeah,
justified. Damn, Garrick!
Yeah, Garrick's doing great.
The gentleman of consistency over here. And suddenly I'm really glad I used that barrier staff! He's dodging anyway.
He didn't need it, but he has it.
Whew, boy. That is a
Gweegly.
Gweelgy. It's a big wolf thing. a hellhound.
It's a Cerberus.
Whatever. I'm surprised you didn't move. Given that you're using a stone, I'm not taking chances here. Huh.
Okay, didn't even... Yeah, because it had stone equipped, so it was... Yeah, didn't even want to load it up.
Fair enough.
Computer's being a little weird there, but alright, whatever.
I mean, the AI has been really weird for us in this entire game for a while, dude. Remember the volcano chapter?
Yeah, nothing beats,
Or not the volcano, like, whatever the, whatever the...
With the Gorgon eggs?
Yeah, that place.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd call that...
There we go, Vanessa. Good job. I think I know what you're going to bring up. Nothing beats freaking,
I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name either. It wasn't Yogi, was it?
I think it was Yogi.
Was it Yogi?
Was it Yogi who walked into the water?
No, it wasn't walked into the water, but, like, he was a boss that, like, moved away from our party while we were grinding up nils.
Yeah.
that!
He, like, walked up to the water.
That was, like, an interesting, experience, and... Okay.
I didn't know you could do that.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm scared to, deal with this guy, because, okay, he's got an Axe Reaver, right?
So we don't want to be holding the axe.
Here's the thing, though! He's normally a sword user! So, like, if we wield a sword, it should not... But, like... He has axes, but he's a sword class.
Yeah, so sword should beat Axe Reaver.
So theoretically, like, this guy should not win in any scenario against him.
Correct.
We're going to equip a silver sword anyway.
Yeah.
But, you know, the Reaver weapons in this game have proven to be really, really weird.
Yeah.
So, the game will forgive me if I'm a little bit cautious.
Yeah, I think Axe Reaver just... The game, if it fights a hero, it just expects the hero to have a sword, so it... calculates it that way.
Which is stupid, mind you, because we almost lost Garrick because of that during that one chapter before we, in Darkling Woods.
Quite the oversight.
Okay, I'm actually curious about something. Okay, we can do this, actually. So, here's what we're gonna do. Tethys is going to dance for you, and get on the horse. And then...
Nice.
Now then, to deal with this guy. Okay, here's what I'm... No, like,
Fire everything!
Honestly, like, I'm pretty sure Artur could handle him, like, solo. Lute hasn't gotten any action, though. I'm going to see what I can do here. Ooh. Yeah, this thing is pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean... I don't think we should drop a Val. I don't think we need to. I think we should just have each of these three attack it.
Here's the thing, though. Only 2 of them can. Well, no, 1, I guess, can come in close.
Yeah.
Because, again, this thing's pretty darn fast. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Here, if Inez misses, we'll use Evolve.
Yeah, then we'll recalculate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, fine.
Yeah, because, again, this thing is speedy as hell. I don't want to take chances. Good stuff, Artur. And, yeah, we kind of just wait. Because I want this guy out of the way. There we go. Okay!
Yep.
We're good.
We're very good.
Garrick!
Look at how good we are.
Gosh darn Garrick! He's just murdering everything. Meanwhile, Glenn continues to enjoy his job of being a statue.
Yeah.
Literal statue. I call shenanigans, by the way.
What? Turning stones to stone?
Well, no. Wouldn't you need 2 charges of stone? Because you're turning the person to stone and the wyvern as well.
Oh, yeah. if it was D&D, that would be a no-go, yeah. Well, I think that all the time of, like, when any mounted unit gets killed, like, did their mount get killed, too? Did they, like... Does the mount just run off? Are all these attacks specifically hitting the soldier? Like, why wouldn't they aim for the horse?
See, ooh! Well done, Natasha! See, the funny thing is like, even then I think you only need 1 charge, because if you turn the rider to stone, I'm pretty sure the horse isn't going to survive that.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to topple, and they're going to, like, get hurt from that.
The wyverns never attack anything in this. Like, wyverns in this aren't all that dangerous creatures on their own, supposedly. Like, you never see a wyvern, like, try to eat somebody.
That's true.
It's not like in D&D when they have, like, their tail attacks with the venom.
Man, could you imagine if they implemented that into Fire Emblem somehow, where, like, the mounts could attack?
That would be interesting.
Okay.
The closest thing is that one chapter in Radiant Dawn where you can let the horses free, and they, like, run about and take up space.
Mm-hmm. Not quite the same thing, though.
Yeah.
Garrick!
That's just, like, horses showing autonomy.
Garrick! Gosh darn it, man!
Yeah, and MVP of this floor, at the very least.
Oh, absolutely. Like, he is immediately proving that, like, full stop. Yeah, let me actually see how Lute does against these bows. Not terrible, honestly. I still don't want to put her in the line of fire because, like, that's an unnecessary risk.
If she killed too many people, they would eventually... That damage would add up.
Mm-hmm. I am at least going to, like, bring them up here just so we can, like, you know, start clearing that area out, and that way the guys can, like, start circling around and head south to join the other 3. Yeah, these 3 are just kind of, like, handling things here. Theoretically, we could have them start, like, start work on the guys over there, like, with some, like, over-the-wall shenanigans. It's just the problem is, how do you have a 30% critical on a stone?
turns you into marble.
Oh no, you know it'd be funny if it turned you into glass.
Yikes.
And you just topple.
I'm thinking of, the final boss in Final Fantasy X. You can petrify people and then just, like, smash them.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're out of the game.
Oh, dude, you can actually do that in, have you ever played Final Fantasy, Tactics?
No.
Final Fantasy Tactics, so when you normally take someone down, you don't kill them, you knock them out, right? Because, like, you know, everything is, like, judged. Like, so when, like, judges are there,
you have to follow the rules.
You follow the rules, and the judge makes sure that no one gets killed.
Mm-hmm.
But in scenarios where the judge is not present, you can get killed. Those are, like, illegal battles.
Okay.
So that's where you actually have to deal with permadeath. There is a way to bypass it. If you kill someone while they're petrified, they will crumble and die.
This is technically not against the rules.
Like...
I didn't kill them. They were a statue at the time, and statues aren't living, so I couldn't have killed them.
Look, man, I'm just following the rules.
Yeah. Look, I didn't kill that guy with my sword. He died of blood loss after I cut him. I didn't know that was gonna happen, and you can't prove I did.
I think they patched that out in the second game, though. So when you kill someone, or when you take someone down when they're stoned, they just, like, de-petrify and get knocked out.
I see. That's good.
I'm actually surprised you've never played Final Fantasy Tactics.
No, that's on the infinitely long list of games that, like, I would like to play. Not necessarily the backlog, because I don't have it, like, sitting around here, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, given our penchant for, like, tactics games, given our, like, relationship with Fire Emblem, I wonder if people wouldn't mind, like, a playthrough of that, because those games are interesting.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, like, the problem with Let's Playing, the Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced games, or, like, okay, War of the Lions would actually be a pretty straightforward playthrough, because that one more follows a story.
Mm-hmm.
The Tactics Advanced games, however, are more campaign-based, so you're going around doing missions.
Okay.
Like, you have random encounters and stuff like that, so it's a lot... There is a story to follow, but it's a lot less direct.
Kind of like this that we're doing right here.
Essentially, yeah.
That's my only possible concern with a triangle strategy Let's Play.
Is it the same way?
Well, it's just that you kind of need to do some grinding in, like, skirmishing missions to get up to where you need to be, but...
That's fair.
I guess I could just do those off camera. There's no permadeath, so it's not like... It's not like people would be missing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's not like... I don't think a triangle like Iron Man run would work or something like that, because the game is too much designed around the idea that it's okay for characters to hit 0 HP.
Oh yeah, like, if I recall correctly, triangle strategy does follow the Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced ruling, where if someone goes down, they're not down permanently.
They're out for the fight.
They're out for the fight,
Yeah.
and yeah, like, the game's difficulty is designed around that.
Yeah, because you're, like, supposed to tank with your guardsmen. You're supposed to send the spy somewhere dangerous where she has to hide.